Now, for those who haven't been following the story, Napoli are allowed to play their first 2 games away from home, while their changing rooms, their locker room was all done, all made over.
Remodeled?
Made lovely, remodeled.
Yes, that's what you're looking for, all right.
That's the word I'll go for. But they are massively behind. Carlo Ancelotti's not happy. De Laurentiis as well is furious. And it got us thinking...
Why is he furious?
Well, because he hired these people to do a job and they've taken so long.
Because they're taking so long.
Exactly, they haven't finished it yet.
Sorry, yeah. Yeah, I'd be furious as well.
That was his issue. So it got us thinking...
Is he paying them by the day?
I don't know what the pay scheme is.
I hope he's paid them at the end of the job.
The labour laws
50%
are
now, 50% later. I don't know how they split it up. You guys must have been in some terrible changing rooms in your time.
Well, that was our dressing room at Derby County wasn't bad, but Jim Smith wanted the tiles in the shower changed.
Why?
Because he thought that was the reason we were getting beat.
Are you serious?
Yes.
How did that logic work?
I don't know. He knows Jim.
Yes.
The worst one I was in was Wimbledon.
Right.
Do you remember the old crazy gang?
Yeah.
Vinnie Jones and that. So you'd go down, and Stevie would been there more than me. I don't know if you were there, Shaq. You went down the old plough lane, which is no longer there anymore, and it was a broom cupboard. And it was tiny. It was just concrete, and basically somewhere to hang your jacket. You was lucky enough if you could get the treatment table in the middle. There was always a treatment table. And you were squashed in, and I'll guarantee you come in at the end of the game, and there's no hot water.
Right.
No hot water. Never any hot water. So you're taking a cold, freezing cold.
Yeah. All on top of each other.
It was horrible with a capital O.
Oh.
I played at Grimsby in the lower leagues.
Wow.
That was...
Oh, boy.
That was an awful dressing room.
Wow.
As it
Blundell
goes.
Park.
I can't remember. I'm trying to forget it as best I can. Well, similar to the Napoli situation, I played at Charlton. They redid their
Porter
entire...
cabins.
Correct. They redid their entire stadium.
Porter cabins.
And then getting ready for the season to kick off, they realised, hold on, we forgot dressing rooms. So they had to buzz these porter cabins in.
Next to
brand new stadium.
Next to the pitch.
Yeah. Put some
Oh,
porter
where
cabins
were they
next...
again? Were they outside?
Oh, yeah, outside.
Yeah.
Just next to the pitch.
Next to the pitch, but it's...
Well, just after the pitch. So you walk about 30 yards to the pitch. But they redid the stadium and totally forgot to put in dressing rooms.
And this is Premier League
This
football.
is Premier League football.
No, unbelievable.
I mean,
I've
the
got
pitch
another
at
one
the
after
stadium was
Ali.
lovely.
That's
I've just
great.
remembered after Ali.
So,
Ali?
well, some of the older stadiums in South America that are still around, and they have a lot of history.
Oh.
They also have a lot of character. And these places have not been retouched in who knows how long. And so, never mind, hot water, forget it. But the fact that they are usually open to the fans above. So, or they got the windows, and so people are yelling at you while you're... and usually we're taking a few goals, and so, it doesn't really add value to the experience. However, in terms of the worst of the worst situation, or most uncomfortable situation, was at Buckshaw Stadium in San Jose before they built their new stadium, because we would be in a college campus. They had our locker room inside what was the locker room for the whole entire athletic department for the university.
You're sharing a locker room?
So all of a sudden, we are in the locker room, we're talking about whatever, this is what we're going to do, this is what we're going to... And then, I don't know, the cross-country team comes in, and they're showering, we're showering, it's like, what is going on?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I just thought of one actually came back to me with the porter cabins, but Bosnia and Herzegovina, I can't remember if it was a World Cup qualifier or a European Championship qualifier, but it was a qualifier, and we were playing in Sarajevo, which hadn't long finished with the war, the Balkan War,
right.
which absolutely, when you couldn't... Sarajevo airport wasn't there.
Okay.
It was just nothing, it was shelled. Everything in Sarajevo had been shelled. That place had been absolutely ripped apart. And the manager had been to the stadium, and the away dressing rooms, and every dressing room was so dilapidated, and he said there was rats and stuff running around. And we contemplated getting changed at the hotel,
Right.
getting on the bus and going to play them. But then they decided to not do that because that was going to wind them up even more.
Okay.
Like the players, the Bosnian players
Right.
and the fans.
Yeah.
So we decided against that, and we didn't get showered after the game there, but because we went straight back to the hotel, but we actually got changed in it at the start. But it was bad. But they'd just been through,
Yeah, they've
just been through a war. So that's understandable.
Jules, you played third division French football. Any locker room stories?
Not as good as the boys, obviously, but we have some pretty bad ones. The issue with Napoli is that the stadium doesn't belong to them; it belongs to the Naples council. So if they want any kind of work there, De Laurentiis or Ancelotti, it has to go through the council. The council has to allow it, financing it, obviously, some of it, and have people doing the job. And the problem was that the council clearly, it's not everywhere like that in Italy, but. Clearly Naples, it takes quite a while to have them doing stuff, and you can understand why Carlo Ancelotti was so angry and, went on the official club's website to vent his anger and point the finger at the council and saying, come on, we are playing Liverpool, the European champions, in 3 days' time here in this stadium. We can't host them like this and that kind of stuff. For a club like Napoli, it's really embarrassing.
Yes, but that answers the question. Thank you, Jules. It's fantastic. That answers the question. Because if it's anything like the council in the UK, we know they turn up at 10 o'clock, the workers, and they leave at 2. Right? Because clock in at 10,
oh, that's it.
Leave at 2. I've seen it. I used to live in London when I was a young lad. I lived with a guy who worked for one of the councils in London, one of the boroughs in London. He used to go to work at 7 o'clock in the morning, and by 8:30 he was back in his living room having a cup of tea.
Right.
Then he'd go back out.
Sounds like Stevie's perfect job.
So that's why it's a council job. It's going to take a while.
Did you have situations where the home dressing room was like luxury and the away was purposely horrible to kind of put you off your game? Was that ever a tactic that people employed?
Well, I don't know how many home dressing rooms you go in at other clubs.
Oh yeah, that's true.
The one trick, I think we've spoke about this on the show, in the old Arsenal stadium at Highbury, where they had underfloor heating.
Right.
And they had beautiful tiles at Highbury. I mean, it was a fantastic historic stadium. But the underfloor heating was always turned up in the away dressing room. Seriously.
Really?
And by the time you got to about 2:30, 20 past 2, you were sat like that. Oh, wake me up when it's time to go for the warm-up, will you? And the rumour has it that they used to turn it up on purpose.
On purpose?